please give it up for your headliner for the night and my big homie, Abbas Wahab! Fuck yes! Free times, how the hell are we, guys? Make some noise, you came out! We're alive, we're here. Anybody else bald during the pandemic? Anyway? Black guys, we don't have options, you know? We don't have options. LeBron has made that very clear. Right? If you're not familiar with LeBron's scalp, it is the forefront of hair science. Every breakthrough in hair debuts itself to the world right here on LeBron's scalp. He's got it rough. You ever see him after fourth quarter coming off the fucking court? It's like that bird's eye view camera. He just looks like a Chernobyl victim, you know what I mean? It's just patches missing everywhere. Then he goes into the fucking locker room and he comes back for a press conference 12 minutes later. He's lined up like a Boy Scout. You're like, what the fuck? What kind of hair science do you have back there, bro? Share that shit, dude.
I feel like LeBron personally funds hair growth research. Swear to God, dude. Scientist calls him once a week. Mr. James, we're still working on that compound. Just keep sliding back that Nike headband. I understand it's almost falling off, sir. We're working around the clock. We're doing our best. I have a theory that until LeBron shaves his head, he'll never reach his final form. All right? Guys, I watch a lot of anime, okay? Basic rules of hidden potential. Once this motherfucker shaves his head, that Jordan debate is over, I'm telling you. The hair is holding him back. Jordan figured that shit out early, dude. Jordan shaved his head and was like, fuck yeah, dude. You know what I mean? This came after the shave, dude. White guys have options, though. White guys have the hair transplant.
You know, any of your buddies disappeared to Turkey for 2 weeks? It's like, I went to go see Ankara. Really, bro? Really? Is that why your head looks like a crime scene right now? I still see the red surgeon marker, dude. My buddy got a hair transplant and it rooted deep, dude. Totally changed him.
This guy used to be sick, man. He used to be like, yo, boys, let's get pizza. Now he's like, yo, boys, let's get a picture, you know?
Let's capture this moment, boys. I made a Pornhub account this pandemic, guys. I finally did it. By the way, for those of you who are skeptical, wake the fuck up, okay? 8 million active users. It's the new MSN, dude. I'm telling you, man. Played chess with a chick, jerked off. It was great. The best part, hands down, about having a Pornhub account is that you have all your history, right? Because I don't know about you, but every now and then I catch myself trying to find that golden video. You're just sitting there at night, all the lights are off, you got Lubriderm, you know? You're like, I know I started off with bubbled up booties. Where did I go after that? It's just recommendation after recommendation. Now I have full history. What I do is I take the final video I watched every night and I add it to a playlist called The Closers. You know what I mean? I'm just jerking off the closers at this point, you guys. Make an account on Pornhub, all right? Step your life up. You guys fuck with mushrooms? This a mushrooms crowd? Make some noise, huh? A couple, sporadic. Mushrooms are the best.
I ate a bunch of mushrooms, watched that movie Boys in the Hood, you know? I was like, yo, gangsters always carpool, you know what I mean? I was like... Gangsters always... They're super progressive, you know? We've had it all wrong this whole time. Really, that call goes like, yo, we're gonna blast this snitch tonight. Meet me on the block. He's like, meet? Nigga, what about your carbon footprints?
Shit, pick me up. What, are we trying to kill climate too? What the fuck? You know, that's why drive-by shootings go unsolved, right? They have access to the carpool lane. They're gone, right?
They're gone, I'm telling you, dude. That's why cholos, they only rock that top button up, you know? In a car, it looks just like business casual, right? You see them in the carpool lane, you don't even look twice. Those tattooed-faced gentlemen are clearly heading to the office. Right? They're so excited their car's bouncing. Look at that. It's a team right there, you know? I've been in Canada since 97, moved here when I was 6 years old from Sudan, you know? Sudan to London, Ontario, there is a direct flight in case you guys were wondering, yeah? I went from Islamic regime to roll up the rim, right? It was jarring.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was killing it at the beginning. Ask any little African kid moving to a small white town, I was killing it. All right? And got invited to every one of my white friends' places for dinner. You know? I was like the prettiest girl in school, you know what I mean? But then eventually I was like, you know what? Pretty sure I'm just being used to teach them gratitude, right? The old invite a hungry African trick to dinner, damn it! They got me. I'd be over at my buddy Devin's house. His mom would be like, see that, Devin? Abbas eats carrots. Look at that. He's not picky. No, he is not. His dad would be like, kiddo, you finish that plate. Some kids in Africa have nothing. Tell him, Abbas. The best, though, was, Abbas, do not feel pressure to use that fork. You eat however you like. I'm like, bitch, we're eating chicken wings. What the fuck? Why are you using a fork? I'm the savage. They were good people. They were good people, you know, but they just they enjoyed it a little too much. You know what I mean? You could tell as soon as they sent me off at the end of the night, like, bye, Abbas, come back anytime. That felt good. That felt good. Well, Susan, all we know for sure is that boy ate tonight, right? God only knows when his next meal will be. He needs to learn this isn't the Sudan. We've got food to spare. We're the Johnsons.
That's how you know you're from a fucked up country, though, is when old white people add that "the" at the beginning. Right? The Sudan, the Congo, the States. You know what I mean, right? Like,
I'm not even mad when I look back at this. I'm like, man, that would have been great reality TV. Yeah? Don't you think? Like, these parents just didn't know what to do with their spoiled brat Dylan. So we sent in a gratitude specialist. Meet this week's pick, Click Click. Hi, my name is from the Congo. And I am going to make Dylan grateful. Shows up at the house, there's hot dogs. He's like, oh, hot dogs, Dylan! You're so blessed, Dylan! Oh, look at what's his mustard? Ketchup, what's the green one? Relish? Relish! Oh, relish. At one point, he gets up. He's like, everyone stay. I will boil the water for malaria. They're like, Click, Click, the water has no malaria. He's like, no malaria! Oh, Dylan! You're so blessed! At the end, they interviewed Dylan. I was such a spoiled brat. Click Click taught me so much. Taught me Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Anybody else have super religious parents, huh? I'm the only one who grew up signing all their own permission slips. So it's just, I know it wasn't just me. Teacher would be like, we're learning about the clitoris today. I was like, was that the clitoris? Give me that slip right now. My mom's in the car. I'll be right back. Here you go. My mom's super religious. My mom took me out of music class when I was in 6th grade. For years, no music class. Swear to God. Swear to God. You know how religious you have to be to deny melody? But like, this kid learns the recorder, he's gonna be questioning God, all right? Let's get him out of this fucking class. Every time my class would go to music, they would bring me to the remedial room with the most allergic kids. Great kids, don't get me wrong, but serious allergies. You know, one kid went into anaphylactic shock just watching the Nutty Professor. You know what I'm saying? Just serious allergies, dude. But great kids though, sick kids, like sick kids, like sick kids. had a proper immigrant upraising, you know what I mean? I obviously have an engineering degree, right? Immigrants, we get sold on engineering so hard. When you asked me when I was 10 years old what I was gonna be, I would say engineer. I thought it was some Tony Stark shit. Then I got my degree and I ended up in a Brampton factory teaching ladder safety, okay? They told me right when I got there, they're like, forget everything you know about heroes, okay? The real hero is 3 points of contact, okay? You're best to remember that.
That was the worst, man. 22 years old teaching career tradesmen how to use ladders. Just a boy in a room with men, you know? Being like, this is a ladder, guys. I ate lunch alone, you know what I mean? Nobody likes the ladder kid. This was a union plant too, so they could just say crazy shit.
Right? Like, hey Abbas, you hungry? Like, yeah, what's up, guys? I go, eat a dick! I'm like, what the? And remember, 3 points of contact. I'm gonna submit a grievance.
And this was at a tobacco plant, which is a weird place to work health and safety. Made cigarettes all day, but I made sure they wore goggles, right? Weird. It's weird working at a tobacco plant. No one ever brings up cancer. It's never mentioned. It's like bringing up true love in a fleshlight factory. You know what I mean? They're like, where's the science? Let's see the science. Let's see the science, dude. It's a myth. Everyone's taking long health sabbaticals. Everyone is still in denial, right? You show up to a company meeting, you'll be like, hey, where's John? They'll be like, John? John took a little time off, you know what I mean? He's just dealing with a little uncontrolled cell growth, right? Sure, it'll be fine. Like, oh my God, John.
Did the engineering thing for a while. It did. It pissed me off how immigrants get sold on it. But then eventually I was like, you know what? It kind of makes sense, right? It's the only line of work where a complicated name helps. Right? Like if you're designing a nuclear reactor, who are you going to hire? Dave Smith or Vivek Gabish? You're going to hire Vivek. And you're going to put Dave in sales, right? That's how you run a business. That's the 10 commandments of Canadian business. Thou shalt have a white guy in sales. Yeah? That's HR's whole job, let's be honest. HR's like, Mohammed, oh, welcome to the analytics team, buddy. You're going to love it. We have a potluck once a month. Bring your biryani. It's like, Stephen Smith. Stephen, have you thought about leadership training? You've got the makings of a leader, Stephen. You have done blackface, though, right? Okay, perfect. You have done blackface. You could lead a nation, Stephen. Justin Trudeau, you know what I mean? It's been weird ever since leaving engineering. Now it's like, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to stay afloat, you know? Got into commercial acting.
When you get into acting, you learn some shit about yourself you weren't ready to hear. Because they categorize you, you know? They put you in types. I found out I'm something called safe black. You know what I mean? Don't laugh, that's not the joke, dude.
It's weird. It's made for a weird competition, too. Every time, like, I go to audition room, for me, at least, it's always a sea of black faces in different shades. And you gotta be confident they're looking for your shade. It's weird. I heard one guy yell out to another, not today, darky, they're looking for milk chocolate today. Some light-skinned dude just started laughing like an anime villain. It's a Roots commercial, boys. They're looking for caramel, all right? One guy in the back yelled out, you're not even black, you're a mudblood. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on in this room? Being from Sudan makes me a black Arab, right? Which I've noticed confuses people. I realized that one time I was on the phone with my mom speaking in Arabic, And my buddy came up to me afterwards like, bro, I thought you were black. All I could say was, what do you think black is? Like the cops pull me over, they're like, Abbas Wahab. I'm mistaken, yeah? Get the hell out of here, buddy. I thought you were black. Get the hell out of here. I lean right into it. You are the best police. Wallahi, the best police. Serve and protect everyone. At the airport, they're like, Abbas Wahab. I'm like, nah, nigga, it's a base Wahib. I put the base in a base. It's like, okay, you're not a flight risk, but you are the worst. Welcome aboard Air Canada. It's weird though, coming out of engineering and just trying to stay afloat. You do random shit. I MC weddings on the side. Mostly brown weddings because nobody else is looking for an MC on Kijiji. You know what I mean? It's fun. I like it because you get fed. They encourage drinking. Unless they're Pakistani weddings. Because Pakistani weddings have no alcohol, but the moms still channel this club vibe somehow. Because it's their night. You see it as soon as you announce their name. They come out dancing like a WAP music video, you know? They're like, you are not my problem anymore. Wet ass Pakistani pussy, you know what I mean? Like, they get down, you know? But hands down though, out of all the browns, the most lit, Punjabi Sikhs. Okay, all right? Yo, Punjabi Sikhs with the... my guy, where are you from? Yeah, hell yeah! I knew it! It was a giveaway, you know? Yo, before I used to MC weddings, I would see a turban and being like, that is a life of restraint and discipline. Now I see a turban, I'm like, that's a fucking party animal. That's the Indian cowboy hat. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. I haven't seen any other weddings in Ontario with swords and fake assault rifles, right? And Punjabis rock all like one color. It'll be like different colors. They look like the most lit Teletubbies you've ever seen. Tinky Winky La La Dipsy. The only weird thing is that every brown wedding I do, no matter what, no exception, there's always like a group of old brown uncles who hate the fact that I'm emceeing this wedding. The whole time I'm up there at the podium, I just hear them like, who this, huh? Shh. No connection. I love it, because whenever I kill a wedding, that same old brown man comes up to me afterwards like, half the time they don't even say anything, you know what I mean? Very good, brother. Brother, mashallah, very good, brother. Brother, you are very safe black, brother. Very safe black, brother. I'm like, this guy working casting? What the fuck? The only problem is, brown people will never give you more than 4 out of 5 stars. Never. And they'll leave a great review too, you know? They'll be like,
Abbas handled the crowd beautifully. At one point, the groom choked and Abbas performed the Heimlich maneuver. The groom's father had a heart attack. Abbas performed CPR for 18 minutes until the paramedics arrived. Still made it funny for the entire congregation, had everyone leaving, laughing, and in tears. Highly recommend.
4 out of 5 stars. I'm like, that 5th star is reserved for Russell Peters. I know it. I just want the reviews to be, it was good, but not Russell. You know what I mean?
Just cut to the chase, you know? Immigrants are funny like that. Immigrants will brag about the status they entered the country on, yeah? I don't know if you guys know this, but my whole life, my dad will be like, Abbas, we enter this country on professional status. Every other Sudani? Refugee status. What the fuck, Dad? Relax, dude. My dad got off on this shit, yo. It was his claim to fame. He would brag about it constantly. He would brag about it to his coworkers who entered on refugee status, yeah? And it confused me, too. I'd be like, Dad, how are you talking shit? You're driving cab, too. What the fuck? Like, how are you trying to pull rank on these guys? But that's Canada's deal to the rest of the world, though, right? They're like, we'll let you come in, but these are the cab keys. The guy's like, but I have PhD. He's like, that's great. Now you have a Corolla, all right? Why do you think the airport's got that long line of cabs? Those are for new arrivals. You know what I mean, dude? I'm telling you, as soon as they land, they issue them their standard beanie and beaded seat cover, right? Find your car, dog. You see a new immigrant just fucking finding a Corolla sitting in there like, fuck, I can't believe this shit. Still beats genocide. A guy hops in the back like, hey, can you take me? Hey, weren't you just on my flight? It's like, no, I've been here many years, brother. Many years. If you think I'm lying, can you think of a better place to have a heart attack than like a taxi convention? Is anybody here a doctor? Every hand goes up. It's like, do you have Canadian experience though? It's like, fine, die, you frick. Die. Immigrants, we do what we gotta do, yo. You know, I used to be in the Naval Reserves. Which when I say that, people get like all impressed. I'm like, ooh, relax. I confused my dad too when I joined. He was like, what are you doing? We just escaped mandatory military. And I told him honestly, I was like, Dad, I'm saving money for school. Like, boot camp is only 9 weeks and I make $6,000. And I'll never forget what my dad said. He goes, cash? Like, no, Dad, it's the military. It's not cash. Imagine like, hey, great work on the shooting range, buddy. That grouping. Here's an extra 20, killer. Keep those eyes sharp, killer. Not the case. 80% of the people that join the military do it to get paid. That's the truth, right? And the other 20%, a mixture of patriots and psychos. And by that, I mean guys who joined with PTSD. You know what I mean? They're waking up in boot camp with night terrors like, oh, you're like, yo, this guy's already broken. What the fuck? This nigga's trying to double dip on trauma. What the fuck? And boot camp is boot camp, but it's Canada, right? They found out I was Muslim, so they gave me a prayer room. I swear to God, I didn't even ask for one. They were just like, can't sue us now. You know what I mean? Yo, prayer room, 9 weeks, it totally changes the dynamic of boot camp. Sergeants would be like, you weak fucks, drop it, give me 30. 1, 2. Hey, buddy, let me know if you need to go for a prayer, all right? 3. You know, like, I was in there 9 weeks, jerking off to Pornhub, you guys, all right? 5 times a day, religiously. You're not even supposed to have your phone on you. Everybody else is in the shower thinking about ex-girlfriends. I'm on page 8, you know what I mean? I'm leaving comments. Everyone's like, have you noticed how calm and centered Private Wahab is after his prayers? Maybe Islam really is the way. Long story short, I converted my entire platoon, you guys. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for coming out. I love you all.